everyone. I wanted to make a video of my Rainbow D4 SE PN2. This was the last of the D4 series. After this, the E series came along. So basically you had 4 rainbows in the D4 series. You had you just had the plain D4C, which had the electric running on the outside of the hose. And then you had the first SE, which the electric ran inside the hose, and you had the more rectangular power nozzle. Now this is the final version with this power nozzle. First we'll go over the canister. Everything on the canister is basically the same, motor-wise, attachment-wise, with the small tools and the bare floor brush. It's all the same. The only thing they did do, the dolly is a bit different design. It doesn't have the inlays that match this pattern on here. So that's one difference. And then this is the new power nozzle that they had, PN2, and I'll show you the hose then, but the hose did have, the only change on that is the hose was a trigger controlled for the power. And you do have an actual locking button for the power nozzle for the first time, which was really nice for those. Rainbow did a really good job redoing this power nozzle. You have your bristles, and then you have stiffeners. You don't have any beater bars. They're just the stiffeners, which they do a great job. You have a center track belt with these. You don't need tools to take this apart. You just unclip it here in the back, and you can just slowly pull that off. And then one thing that I really like, this was the first one to have a spare belt holder. So you had one on board if a belt were to break or to start slipping and stretch really bad. Basically the dirt comes in, and this acts like a manifold. The dirt comes in and then goes up there through the wand. And then to access the belt, you lift that cover up and you can get to your belt. And it has 2 little tabs that lock in. So it's easy to get to the belt, service it, clean it out, and you have the spare belt holder. So you push this front down in and clip the back in and you're done. This was very simple, very nice. It still does have the indicator light and the reset, and I believe this power nozzle motor is, I think, 2.4 amps. I don't know. Let's see. I'm hitting everything under the sun. Yep. 2.4 amps. So this one was basically double the power of the older rectangular power nozzle. So this thing, you know, you have a lot of brushroll power. The motors seem to last a little better in these than the rectangular power nozzles. They weren't strained and always working so hard. And this power nozzle is more narrow. I mean, the rectangular one came out a bit more. So this thing can go under chairs, you know, in between furniture a lot easier. Very nice power nozzle. It's one of my favorites. And then, you know, the floor brush wasn't changed at all. This is an optional attachment that I'd bought. It's new old stock. I've never used it yet. It's the Aero rug tool that you used to get on like your older rainbows, like the D1, the D2, D3. This was a very uncommon attachment back then, back then when this was being made, because why would you get one of these when you could get a power nozzle? But it matches perfectly, and it's pretty much the same design. You just have a plastic top with the brown bumper on it to go with this model to match the color scheme. the jar sprayer that would have went along with this. Not much to say about that, just like any other jar sprayer. You have your inflator tool and your confined space or coil cleaning brush, whatever you want to call it. They don't make these any longer. You can still get the round ones that came with the earlier E-series. And it's got an oval oblong hole and just fits in like that. You can tell this one has seen some wear. So anytime that I get an old Rainbow and it has one of these, this does not get resold. I keep these. Then I have a Rainbow mate for this one. It's in its box. It has been used, even though it's in its original box and has the packaging with it. I do like that Rainbow was always good at kind of color coordinating and keeping the color schemes the same. You can see how pretty these would have been, you know, when everything was still brand new, not beat up. This does have the circuit breaker reset on it if you were to jam up the motor. Very nice tool. Would highly recommend these if you have one of these older Rainbows. Probably one of the first attachments I would buy for one. I'll put that away later. And then I don't really want to dig all this out because the hoses are the same, but you can see you have the trigger on this hose, and that it's nice because you can stop vacuuming and you don't have to worry about shutting it off because the power nozzle is going to sit and run, because it only has power when you're pushing up on the trigger. And then you have your button to lock the power nozzle on. I know with the model previous to that and on back, some of them the wands would get kind of loose and the power nozzle would come unhooked sometimes, so it was kind of a pain. This took care of it. Rainbow always seemed to kind of innovate and you know, solve problems that they saw with vacuums that customers were having. You know, they're very good at it. They always tried to innovate. Most models, you know, you can see improvements going up the line with them. Which, actually, let me show you the manuals for them as well. To dig them out. SE PN2 manuals. Got the one for the Rainbow Mate. And I like this old paper that they use that's very thick. It's got like an embossed pattern on it. Probably would have cost, you know, a lot more money than regular paper. But it's nice that Rainbow used it. It's nice that they used a little bit of color and had some pretty nice diagrams and pictures. That manual. And then this one. Real quick. Not that much to say about it. Just power nozzle manual. Here's the one for the vacuum. There shows your attachments that would have came as standard. here's where some of your optional accessories and stuff would have began. There's some more. And that is it. I hope you guys liked the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be trying to get some more videos uploaded here shortly.